Welcome to the Team 7 Pirates podcast, the show that talks about almost everything under the sun, from animated sports and from music to video games. I'm Kaz, here with my boy Khalil, my big brother Yoki. Now let's get into it.
I got another question for y'all. So, do y'all think there's enough commune outlets for black people? So basically, damn nigga, let me explain the motherfucker.
Go ahead. I like how passionate he is about that question, though. Go ahead, Cass.
So basically, do we have enough resources and sports and outlets for people? For me personally, I wouldn't say black people, but I would say people that's not, what's the word? That's not
of the fairer skin.
Nah,
people of color.
I would say not even that. I would just say
However
people that's not really rich. I would say people that's not rich, because just because you white doesn't mean you're rich either. To keep it a stack with you.
So impoverished areas, like dealing with poverty. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
people like more in the middle and lower class.
Yeah, for lower class people, because not all black people is poor, and not all white people is rich. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's I would say more of the lower class. Do y'all think there's enough commune outlets for people in the lower class?
So it's a yes and no for me.
Why do you feel that way?
That's a no for me, dog.
Because they're trying, but the gang community is the reason why they're not succeeding. Because it's the gang. The gang community is why they're not succeeding. Because it goes into money. If you see, and say me, I'm a little kid going to school every day, and then I see Cass and Yogi, Dan Cass and Yogi out on the street making his money, and then as I'm growing up, I just see y'all riding around in Hellcats, Mustangs, Camaros. I see y'all riding in all of this stuff.
Nigga. 2026. The flyest Team 7 pirate gear. What's up, nigga? Hey, little nigga.
I see.
What's up? What you want to get on to this shit? Hey, come forward with the kid. What y'all do?
That's what I'm
You
getting
sure?
at. It's like I'm going to school. I see my parents told me, hey, you doing good at basketball, football, soccer, hockey, whatever you're good at. You doing all this stuff and being good at it. But you just got to put in the work to get the money. And then you I understand you're not going to talk back to your parents. You be like, okay, yeah, I understand. But then you get out in the streets, and Dan come to me and he like, hey, Khalil, move this for me real quick and I give you $100.
$100 what?
Just for selling this?
$100.
Just for selling this? Just for selling this? Shit, say less.
But they start they start you off.
And I'm like, real small and subtle to where it's not really anything big, and then now it is, you just like, damn, now you in the gang making all this money, and it's just, then you got the teachers who like, hey Khalil, you stop getting good grades, you stop coming to school. Now what's going on?
Coming to school ain't getting this paper though.
Yeah, then it turns into, when I get to school, school ain't helping me get this money that I need now. And then, some people, they don't have a 2-parent home. So it's like, shit, I got to provide for my mom, sister, little brother, me, my mom, whoever you got to provide for. So now it's like, do I finish school, do I wait, however many years before I get into the league?
Damn, 8, nigga.
Or can I go and start selling these? Because I was thinking they finished college. Most people in the sports don't really finish college.
I got you.
Before I get into the league, or can I just sell this substance and get money now and provide for my family? Because I think, as with me growing up, they had the YMCA, Boys and Girls Club. Shit, but niggas to stay out the streets, but where niggas still end up at. In the streets. That's why I say it's a yes and no for me, because it's out there, but gangs is not letting them utilize it. And I think Deion Sanders said it best. He was like, when he was growing up, gang members, if they knew you was good, they'd tell you, hey, young blood, stay on the field. You're doing the good thing. Don't come over here and do that. Nowadays, you get 5-star recruits. There's actually one 5-star basketball player, I forgot what his name was. That man got gun charges because he decided to go to a party and they let out shots in California at a car that's driving away. So now he possibly lose everything he just worked hard for because he out running the streets with his friends who possibly ain't as good as him. This man offers from everywhere. And now he possibly just lost all of that.
Because he's just another gang member.
But that's what. Yeah. That's why I say yes and no, though.
What you got, Yogi?
I was going to say that there are things out there, but probably not enough. And I also think that in some cases there are points where like people build their own community, but it's like it depends on like where you at and who's around you in your environment. Because sometimes there are like little things like people have like their own groups in general, as far as like and how big that they end up becoming and they end up getting, you know what I mean? But how much for like on a easy basis, like, oh, I know I can go here, I can go there. I don't think everybody is like tapped into what resources they can have, and it might not be promoted enough to where everybody feel like there's a good outlet for them to stay positive.
The player's name is Mikey Williams, if you want to look it up.
Okay. All right. I mean, I kind of want to piggyback. Huh?
He said, what you got for us?
What you got for us?
Oh. I was saying I kind of want to piggyback off of what Khalil was kind of saying in terms of like the area and the community. But for me, I wouldn't say so much about the gangs per se. I would say it's about the role models in the, said child or young person's life. And when I'm approaching this topic, I'm looking at it as a bigger whole, as even before, they're like, not necessarily when they're just kids, like even like as grown men, because you have some grown men out there that are still out there doing, not so great things to themselves at not so awesome hours of the night, and like a freaking Wednesday, right? And it's like, I know that this services to better yourself or to just give you a place to be, to make sure your hands aren't too idle. It's more so about, are these places being advertised enough, and are they in like the key locations of where they like should really be at? I feel like there isn't a whole lot of like advertisement to like, what's what I'm looking for, to show people that there are other things that you can do on like a Friday night that's not like going to the bar or like going over to your friend's house. And especially for kids, where it's like, they might not have the best, what's the word I want to use here, the best set of role models either in their area or in their household. So I just feel like the places are kind of there, and when they work, they really work, but I don't think that they're being, what's what I'm looking for, advertised well enough, or like shown out to the public like, hey, this is here, you guys can come here, or you should come here and do this event, things like that. That's kind of how I feel about
it. I guess we saved the
I know a lot of people just in my...
Oh, shit.
Okay. Go ahead, Cass.
Nah. I guess we didn't save the best for last. You can go,
man. I was just gonna kind of continue on that same like thought process of, with it being in impoverished or poverty-stricken areas, how I just don't think it's like really advertised enough, because I know some folk like even around my way where it's like, yeah, man, I'm out here. No, I don't really want to do this. I kind of want help, but it's like there's not too many things around that will help. And I mean, I'm not trying to get too into my friend's story, but the hospital is only going to do but so much when you have a certain like chemical addiction. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish that the places that are here or there or wherever, I wish they were in more strategically placed locations, and I wish that they had more advertisement for those places. That's all, for kids and adults alike, especially the kids. Stop them before it even starts, but maybe something a little different for adults who want to like change their ways and go a different way about life.
So which age of
games.
Which age of kids are we talking?
Oh man, I feel like with all of what's going on now in terms of like the advancement of technologies, and you're a lot more, what's what I'm looking for, exposed to influence as well, exposed to like what's out there in the world. And I feel like kids kind of start to get that at maybe like something like 10. No, it could be somewhere between like 10 and 13. That's when they probably have a little bit more freedom to like go outside on their own, and they have a phone and all this other stuff.
So can't they put in the work?
They can. I believe that they definitely can, but in some cases it's not so much about, can I put in the work, and it's more about, I'm not sure if there's work for me to put in. They might be like totally ignorant of like what's around them and not understand that certain things aren't either normal or the better way to go about something. They might
but
not.
They got the internet now.
That's true.
So they can look into it themselves. Like I use myself as an example, and Cass and Yogi can contest to this. When I was getting out the military, shit, Cass knew year 2, I was like, I'm done. I ain't doing this. So by the time I got finished, I know I'm older, but still, kids, they have teachers that help them. But I was like, shit, I went and did all the footwork, because in the military, they don't help you get out for shit. They want you to stay in. So it would be kind of like the same concept where you got to go out and do it yourself. You can't have, like, it is, you need the people to help. Like, some people need it to help push you into the right direction, but then some people, they don't have that, so they have to go out and get it themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like, they have, like you said, they got the internet nowadays, so they can, like, probably not 10, probably more around age 13. They probably more can do a lot of research into what they want to do, because I think DeMar DeRozan, he grew up in Compton back when it was gang infested Compton, and he made it out, and he made it to the league. Now look at him. If he wouldn't have pushed himself, because
how many rings he got?
I haven't.
You go.
Yeah, now look at him. Look at him, nigga. How many rings he got?
Man, talk about rings. We talk about making it out the mud. We talk about rings.
Well, he ain't making that shit if he ain't got
Talk about teams. We ain't talking about super teams.
Maybe he need to stay his ass in Compton, then, motherfucker. Stay your ass in Compton. Going back to Compton. Another nigga named DeRozan. He that nigga.
He made it out through basketball.
He
made it out through basketball instead of going that route. That's all I'm saying. But I do agree with you. They do need to push, because if you don't have that push, not everybody, but some people, if they don't get that push, then like you said, they go down the wrong path. Now they Friday, Saturday night out partying, and then the parents, they work these 2 jobs, so they can't really discipline their kids. And now they really out there in the streets. They done stopped coming home at night. The parent done gave up on them instead of still fighting for them. And where do they end up? Either behind bars or 6 feet under, or still running the streets.
Came dark real quick.
Nah, this is a heavy topic, dog. Not a whole lot of light here, We need to shed some more on it.
As I say, it's just, I wasn't like trying to put what you said down, but there is being like playing devil's advocate out here, because you got some people out here that's going to say that, and like, shit, they can do it themselves. I did it myself. Why can't they do it themselves? And
now the thing about that mentality, right? Because I do want to, I got a rebuttal for you. The thing about that, I feel, is that means that you are one of the 1 in 10 individuals who will like kind of be into a room or invest your time into an activity and then become very great at it. You have the great makings, and that's statistically speaking like 1 in 10. Like I study and train a lot of martial arts, right? So out of all the people that I've ever like trained with, you know, there's a very low percentage of people who actually achieve their black belt. It's like the 1%, like literally it's actually just the 1% of people. And I'm saying that to say, yes, you can do it on your own. Yes, you can put in that work, but I wish that, like, if I could just make a wish, I wish there were a way where I can see that number climb up a little bit more, as opposed to just having that one person being able to do it on their own, you know? Maybe get the 1 turn into 2 into 3, because not everybody's like built like that. It takes a special kind of person, you know?
Oh yeah, it does.
Not everybody's built like that, bro.
I'm not gonna cut you off, but Cass, what's your thoughts? I know we cut you off. You know you Mr. Jokester over there. What's your thoughts?
I ain't say nothing, man. I ain't do nothing.
Not yet.
But, nigga, fuck y'all niggas.
Remember,
I ain't gonna come out here and Cass slander, nigga.
Come on.
Alright. I think, like, I agree with all y'all for the most part, but I feel like, yes, there aren't enough communities, because I feel like the older generation, like our generation and the older generation, gave up on the new generation. So Absolutely. They don't really care too much to help them, because they like, oh, they just gonna do whatever the fuck they want and they don't listen. Which also goes back to the new generation now, is they don't listen. You could tell them, you could have a whole fucking 2-hour, 3-hour talk with them about what not to do and what to do. And it's not even like you telling them what to do, but it's more like just give them the options and the best way to better themselves, and they still don't, like, they still go out and do bad or join the gang or whatever. But, and it's like, come on now, like, nigga, we just had this whole conversation and you ain't listen to shit I said. But with that being said, it's also like, there's not enough outlets for them, because in New York, they don't have a lot of resources, and they try to be like, oh, well, yeah, let's get rid of all this for this, but you getting rid of shit to implant other shit that has nothing to do with building up the new generation.
Hell yeah,
and
y'all
it's
just building skyscrapers out there. That's all y'all do out there.
Skyscrapers for what? We building skyscrapers for nothing.
That's what
we need
I'm
people building more YMCAs, more boys and girls clubs, more baseball, more sports, more basketball teams, more baseball teams, more football teams, more soccer teams, more anything. But it's like, we don't have that. Or just like anime club, or make everything more acceptable for kids, instead of just being like, oh yeah, well, they wanted to join a gang, well, let's get rid of all this. Like, and it's not right. But also at the same time, it also goes down to the younger generation too, where it's like, sometimes you can't help their situation because everybody's born in a different situation. Where it's like, some people feel like they need to get money for a certain reason, but they need money fast. So it's like, okay, let's just say they had a kid at 16. Let's just say male type had a kid at 16. I need to get this money, so I don't have time to be looking for it. First of all, I'm 16, so the job's not gonna be looking at me like that anyway. 2, it's not always easy to get a job if you never had a job before. 3, it's like, I need money before Friday and today Wednesday. I need money to feed my kid, buy diapers, do all this extra shit, feed myself, because my parents, they're not money bags like that. So it's like, I need money now. And it's like, why? What's the point of me going to sports events or sports teams and playing football and shit like that when my kid can't eat now? I may be as good as possible on a football or basketball team or whatever team, But at the same time, my kid needs to eat now. I can't wait on this scholarship deal that I may not get, or I can't wait on going to college being put in more debt, or what if I go to the NFL or NBA or Major League Professional. Like, I can't wait for that. My kid needs to eat now. So if robbing people is going to get me there to get more money, then by all means, then I'll do that. Or if selling drugs is going to get me there where I can feed my family, then by all means, I'll do that. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They just think, oh, kids they bad and stuff like that. It's like, yo, it's all about the situation and circumstances that you're in, where you feel like it's a necessity to do this, to sell drugs, to be in a gang. And then it's like, then gangs make it sweet. When you sell drugs, it's like, oh, well, shit, if you join this gang, we make sure nobody fuck with you. And then nowadays, some people pussy and they don't know how to act. Well, they be like, okay, well, I need backup. Or it's just like, you do need backup, because if you don't join our gang, we're gonna jump you and make sure you're not good. And then if you don't join our gang and you still selling somewhere else, they gonna jump you and you have no backup. You can't get your family because you don't want to get them involved. So it's like, you have no choice. I don't really have too many options to wait on what if I go to the league. You feel me? And then the league is not gonna pay me until I get to the league. But I still gotta go to college and do good there and get drafted. You feel me? So it's like,
yeah, I got you.
It's like some things depend on circumstance, and if you not in the best circumstance and have the best resources, there's only so much you can do.
I'll let you know this right now, but this day and age, it done changed now, because I don't know if you heard of the NIL. Now athletes are getting paid with the NIL, because you remember the LSU team that won the Natty. Shit, yeah. They bring in home they got almost 7 figures in their bank account off of the NIL. And then look at Archie Manning. He was in high school. Bronny James too. They in high school, and they're like one of the top paid NIL players out there. Like, that's why I said Archie Manning.
LeBron James' son, just letting Yogi know.
That's why I said Archie Manning first, because I don't know if you know Archie Manning, but he is a part of the Manning family. But he's one of the top NIL earners out there. So nowadays they have outlets for the kids to not, like you said, if they in that poverty-stricken area, to get out and do better. But it's also going back to, like y'all were saying, the adults. We don't want to share the wealth. As my dad would say, we don't want to share the wealth. Like, there's trillions, zillions of dollars out there, and all the rich people want to keep it for themselves instead of teaching you how to make money. They rather, like guys were saying, send you to jail because this is a gang infested area. You know what? You could just go behind bars. You're better off behind bars. Yeah. So instead of us, like Cass was saying, build a more Boys and Girls Club, YMCAs. Like, I was looking for a YMCA out here, and ain't no YMCA out here within where I stay, at least within like a hour drive away for the closest YMCA, and that YMCA is in a good neighborhood. Yeah. So I was like, how the kids out here going really get into the YMCA? Because I know growing up, the YMCA was where you did basketball, flag football, soccer, field trips on the weekend when your parents had to work the weekends. But they don't, like y'all said, advertise that no more, and then nobody wants to help anybody else build each other up and get rich. Basically, they want everybody to be down in the gutter.
Yeah, the ones up top really like to pay it forward, so to speak.
I feel like that happens a lot. Personally, I feel like that happens a lot in I would say the black community, to be honest with you. Because
Yes.
It's. Now, I could be wrong too, but
I wouldn't say the black community. I would say, like you said, it's more of the. I wouldn't say middle class either. It's more of the lower class people that stay in Section 8, trailer parks, stuff like that, because nobody helped their parents get out. So now that their parents don't know the right way because they didn't have that push, so they don't know what to tell their kid on how to get out.
Oh damn! I guess Uncle Ruckus had it right. Crab don't want to see another crab make it.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
That's a perfect analogy.
Nah, it's facts. It's facts.
But
it's facts. The Boondocks is top
that's not what I was
notch.
gonna say though. I was gonna say we do so much of bringing each other down, and we do more bringing each other down than saying, oh well, and not supporting people when they start something, than the actual saying, oh yeah, if you do this shit, I support you. But everybody want to be hating and be like, oh yeah, you ain't gonna go far. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that. Like, okay, well shit, you can still support me though, G. Like, why you can't support me? Like, just because you feel like, why do you even feel that way? Why do you feel like I can't go far? Like, if I start a podcast, it's like, why do you feel like, oh well, yeah, that's cute, you and your little podcast. Why you can't just be supportive? Why you guys say all this extra shit? Like, why you can't just be like, yeah, I subscribe, I like and shit like that? Just saying, y'all should like, subscribe, follow, comment, do whatever y'all want to do. But I'm just saying, for that aspect, it's just they don't show that support until you blow up, and then now niggas looking at you like, oh, well, you fake because now you think you Hollywood. When niggas get big, now all of a sudden I'm Hollywood because I don't want to fuck with you. But you didn't want to fuck with me, and you didn't want to support me when I was just starting. But now since I'm big and shit like that, and I don't need nobody or need you, now I'm like, oh hey, what's up, man? Motherfucker, I ain't talked to you in damn near 8 years. What you mean, what's up, man? What's up? What you need? Oh, nah, I just wanted to see. I seen your little podcast. Oh yeah, okay. Well, shit, I told you about it like 8 years ago. Oh well. Hey man, shit, you should put me on. You should give me a shout out. For what? Why you didn't want a shout out when I first started? Cause I told you about it. And it's shit like that. It's like, why you can't just be supportive even when I don't have shit? I don't want somebody to be supportive when it benefit them or profitable for them. Like, why you can't just be supportive? And that's what a lot of people do in the lower class community. It's like they're so hooked on bringing everybody down, or it's like, oh, this, when you start doing something good for yourself, oh, this nigga think he better than us. I don't think I'm better than y'all. I'm just trying to do better than what I'm doing now. I'm not even thinking about what everybody else is doing. I'm thinking about what I'm doing today and how I can be better for tomorrow. But because I'm doing better, now all of a sudden you think I'm better than everybody. Because personally, to be honest with you, I got some of that. And that's not even off of the strength of the podcast shit. This is off the strength of me just joining the military, or just me saying I'm perfect, because I am the GOAT. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, you remember? Shit.
Yeah, this nigga used to walk around calling himself Mr. Perfection.
I ain't never called myself Mr. Perfection.
Yeah.
I said I was perfect.
That was definitely it.
Perfect.
Mr. Perfection, because you used to call him Perfect Cell. Nigga,
no, Mr. Perfection. Other people call me that. I said I was
even
perfect.
Your boys know that sound like you, nigga.
Hey, if the shoe fucking fit, nigga. If the green cells fit, nigga.
See, here we go again.
Okay, this is just my second form, niggas. But it's like even then, people were still hating because I was doing better and I wasn't still doing the same shit they was doing. So you had nothing good to say about me because I'm doing better for myself and better than what you see yourself doing. So now you're hating on me because I'm not being stagnant for y'all. I'm not gonna stay stagnant for y'all niggas. Dan, you remember when I was about to leave, everybody was like, oh shit, oh yeah, you should stay here, man. You don't even follow orders. You don't even listen to motherfuckers. What you join the army for? See, I don't like listening to motherfuckers, but doesn't mean I can't. You feel me? So it's like, come on, G, like, why you want me to stay here and do nothing? You can find something here. Find what? Nothing. Ain't shit here for me. But not saying them the same niggas that said that is like trying to break me down, but I'm saying like other niggas would really feel animosity towards me because they not doing shit with their life and I'm trying to do better for my life. Like shit. My big homie, big cousin said, if you knew better, you do better. Motherfucker. You don't say the motherfucker part.
Alright.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the Team 7 Pirates podcast. Don't forget to join us again next Thursday. See you then.